Alright, what's going on guys? I'm Sword Otter, and welcome to Dark Matter Camo in Black Ops 3. So I recently got Dark Matter Camo in Black Ops 3, and in case you guys don't know, and I'm going to assume it's about 2 of you by now, a Dark Matter Camo is a camo you get when you unlock Diamond Camo for all of your guns in Black Ops 3. And to do that, you also have to unlock gold camo for all your guns. This took me a pretty long time. It took me about a month, and I don't really recommend going for Dark Matter unless you guys have a lot of time on your hands, because it's just like not something you want to go for when you don't have much time and you just want to get it all over with pretty much. So going for Dark Matter, your KD is going to go down a lot. Mine went from like a 2.2 down to a 1.6, I think, just because you're going to be using a lot of guns that you haven't used a lot, and it's going to take some getting used to, and just the challenges that you have to do are just pretty bizarre, and they're not really good for going for high KDs, so just be wary of that. Don't sweat it if your KD's going down. But anyway, here is my reaction to getting Dark Matter. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, was that it? Was that it? That was my last Bloodthirsty. Yes! Oh my god. That is beautiful. So now I'm going to give you guys some tips on all of the weapon classes in Black Ops 3 and how to get Dark Matter for each and every one of them. So for the SMGs, you don't have high caliber on them, so you have to get really close and aim for the head. And SMGs were one of the hardest for me because the recoil was a lot more random than assault rifles, which is what I usually play with. And it was just pretty weird to control that recoil. One of the tips I can give you guys to do that is use the reflex sight with the disc reticle. For all of these guns, just use reflex with the disc reticle, and it's like the mustache from Black Ops 2. I use that a lot to get my headshots, and to get that you just get 20 headshots with the reflex sights, and then you unlock that, and it's pretty helpful. And once you're done with all your headshots, you will unlock these hidden challenges for every single gun, and they're mostly the same. All the primary ones are the same. For the primary ones, you have no attachment, or get kills with no attachments, get kills with 5 attachments, rapid kills, revenge medals, and bloodthirsties. And now the bloodthirsties are going to be the hardest for most people to get, so the only tips I can give you guys is just try to be stealthy, and you'll pretty much get them done in no time. And also, if you can continue your streak from 5 and you go on, say, like a 15 kill streak, then you will have 3 bloodthirsties done, because you'll have gone on 3 5 kill streaks, and all of those 5 kill streaks will go and give you guys notches towards your bloodthirsties. And next up is the assault rifles, and pretty much the only tip I can give you guys is to run high caliber. And unlike the SMGs, you guys can kind of get on head glitches and be at a distance, and one of the things you guys can do is just tap fire and aim for the head. That's pretty much how I got all of mine. And bloodthirsties are pretty much the same for all of them, and just stay stealthy, use silencer and ghost. You'll get your bloodthirsties pretty easily. Alright, so next up is the shotguns. The shotguns were probably one of the easiest ones to get all diamond. And so the KRM and the Argus, they need 1-shot kills, and the Brecci and the Hitmarker 12, they all need, or both of them need headshots. So 1-hit kills, it's just pretty easy. If you're having trouble getting 1-hit kills, just play hardcore. So for the headshots, I would recommend hip firing and using laser sight and just aiming for the head. It sounds pretty weird, but it's really effective. It's a lot better than just aiming down sights, because I find that they sometimes hit like the chest and then they won't register as headshots, and that's one of the better tips I can give you guys. And also, you want to use overdrive so you can get in the enemy's faces and get your one-shots easier and your headshots. And for the LMGs, they were the easiest ones. There's not many tips I can give you guys, but just head glitch and spray for the head, and you'll pretty much be done with all the headshots in no time. And then you can just sit back for all your bloodthirsties. Just play Nuketown, wait for them to come to you. It's not that hard. LMGs were definitely the easiest ones. Alright, next up is the snipers. So the Locust and the SVG are pretty easy to get one-shots with, but the Draken and the P06 are pretty weird. So the P06 shoots 3 bullets at a time, so when you think you got a one-shot, it actually took like 2 shots. I found that a lot when I just hit their legs. So I would recommend going to hardcore and getting one-shots with the Draken and the P06, but you don't really need to. I was in core for the P06, but I was in hardcore for the Draken. But if you guys don't like hardcore, you can just aim for the head with the Draken, and then you will get your one-shots like that. Alright, so next up is the pistols. The only thing I could recommend is using high caliber and just aim for the head, because most of these pistols are a pain. The MR6 isn't that bad, but guns like the RK5 and the LCAR9, those kick like a mule, and those are going to be hard to get headshots with, especially if you're just aiming for the head. So try to aim for the upper torso, I guess, and then just spray, use high caliber, aim for the head, and then you'll pretty much get all your headshots done. And again, for your bloodthirsties, just be silent as always. So next up is the launchers. Now, I made the mistake of not putting them on while I was doing all the other primaries and stuff. These take a long time because, so some of the hidden challenges are destroying Cerberuses and Talons, and another challenge is destroying power cores, sentries, and guardians, which took me the longest. You don't know when those are going to pop up, you don't know when your enemies are going to get them, so just have them on any class and then just switch to that when an enemy calls them in. And you'll get them done by around when you finish all your other primaries, and you can't use them for your secondaries, which is kind of annoying. I wish you could put 2 secondaries on a class. That would make these launchers a lot better, because sometimes when I was trying to get guardians and sentries, I would switch to another class, and by the time I went over to the sentry gun, that they would already be destroyed. So that was really annoying. So just put them on while you're going for the other guns, and you'll get them done about this at the same time. So the knife is next, and people say that it's harder than it actually is because you need to get backfire medals, and I didn't find the backfire medals to be that hard. You know, you just use fast hands, pick up their gun, and then just play like a small map, and you'll pretty much get them done pretty fast, actually. And those were the first ones that I got done, and the bloodthirsters were the hardest for me for the knife, because you just had to stay stealthy. And what I did as I played Nuketown, and I just stayed in the buildings, and I just killed them when they came through the doorway, and I got those done pretty easily. So going for Dark Matter is very worth it because you get one of the coolest camos in the game, but you do need a lot of time to go for it, and you're probably crazy if you're going for it. So if you guys did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.